let's talk about the Alyssa Mercante like actual doxing event, because I've been meaning to get the opinions of. I see Leon getting ready. I've been meaning to get the opinions of everybody about the actual doxing event, right? So. The dox happened. We know it to be true. Everybody is saying in the like I see people in the comments on YouTube videos, on streams. They're like, "How do we know it's real?" Trust me, we know it's real. We've seen it. I'm purposely not sharing it because it is real.
Yeah.
But you know, she did in fact get doxed, right? So, you know, you got a lot of people misunderstanding one of my tweets that I put out there, but it started an interesting conversation of like, where does it become something where it's too far, right? So, like, is it too far that she got doxxed, or did she fuck around and find out and it was deserved? Like, at what point does anybody deserve to be doxxed? Like, I don't know, man. It's such a gray area for me because 9 out of 10 times I'm gonna say
they ass whooped.
But that's what I mean. See, like, you made that video and it got me thinking, because I was on the side of like nobody deserves to get doxxed at all, and I still am for the most part there. Like, my foot is like right there for the most part, but I kind of got to heal up. For every once in a while, you got them people that need to get their ass whipped, like Atreya said. And there's no other way they're going to learn unless they get their ass whipped. And that does happen every once in a while. And I feel like with this situation, she even I can't find the fucking tweet. I don't know if any of you can find it, where she was taunting people to essentially dox her family.
Yeah. Said you can send the messages to my family who aren't even on social media. But I think the most level-headed take on this is nobody deserves to get doxxed. However, she doesn't get any sympathy from anybody because she has tweets where she said, you know, oh, white people need to get their ass beat, or she celebrates the $50,000 bounty raise on Grums with a, oh my God, I DM'd you, like lol or whatever, you know, things like that. So she's not going to get sympathy. But if you notice, every single one of us said, hey, doxing isn't cool. That shouldn't happen to anybody. Like, she shouldn't go after somebody's wife and nobody should go after her. You know,
I actually said I don't condone doxing. I didn't say she shouldn't dox. I just want to be clear about it.
Can I show a tweet?
What?
I want to show a tweet that Leon sent that I never got to show on
I was about to bring
podcast.
this up. Tweet,
Yeah, so this is from 2022 from the horse's mouth herself, talking about Andrew Tate shooting a weak-ass clapback video lit like a soap opera that included a bit where he's handed a pizza box by his brother off camera, and the logo on the pizza box placed him in Romania and thereby got him and his brother arrested. Is so fucking funny. Then she says, like, please let more shitty people dox themselves like this. So
wasn't that the Romanian police that identified him because of that?
Yeah, no, first of all, that was disproven anyway. That's neither here nor there, but that was disproven. It wasn't the pizza box that did it, but
it's not about it's for me. This is someone who it's the message. So you're going to complain about being doxxed, but you openly advocate for other people doxing themselves as long as you view them as shitty people. Yeah. Right. So like if it's your ideological,
but can we not agree that doxing yourself is different from somebody else doxing you?
Yeah, you're
that too.
Oh yeah, whether you dox yourself or someone doxes you, the fact of the matter is she is calling for doxing to be okay based on her ideological lens.
But I dox I'm sorry. Go ahead, Savvy.
Oh no, I know what you're saying. Like an accidental doxing of yourself, like through a pizza box, or like if my mug, for example, had like my college on it. It's public information, but that's just, you know, whatever. Like that is accidentally sharing information that you didn't mean to, and then somebody takes it a step further to figure out who you are, where you're from, that kind of thing. And that's you know, that shouldn't happen to anybody regardless. Like Alyssa, nobody should ever be doxed against their will. Nobody should have their information put out there. But you're not going to get sympathy based off of how you carry yourself online. So when people are not, you know, giving you the sympathy that you think you deserve, you did it to yourself. But she would celebrate any of us getting doxxed.
Yes.
Whereas all of us have condemned her getting doxxed. You know, even with the other tweet where she says like, oh, I was fearful for my life because somebody's making death threats. I even said, okay, that person, if you're genuinely afraid for your life, you report them. Report that person making the content that scares you.
And
you know, like I reported it.
what's the saying she had? She was like, well, them's the breaks, right? Like that's what she would say if one of us got doxxed. Guaranteed. What did you bring up, Leon? Let me
Kilted Cajun grabbed the status in the tweet that said this.
Thank you, Kilted. You could DM any of my posts to my fiance or parents, neither of whom have social media, but sure. And they'd be like, cool, bet, yup, that's her. Why are you showing me this? Well, see, that's the thing. So this is her way of justifying her own actions against someone else's wife. And that's not how this goes. Just because your family, your fiance is okay with you being a piece of shit or whatever, like that's fine. Nobody's family is going to view their own people as piece of shit 9 times out of 10. They might not, especially not publicly. They might say it privately, but they won't say it publicly. But again, even if that's the case, if your family is okay with what you're doing, doesn't mean that other people's families are okay with you messaging them. They have nothing to do with it. Just like your family has nothing to do with what you're doing, they got nothing to do with it. You're bringing people in that have nothing to do with the conversation.
That don't even matter, because if your take is that if anybody messes my family and let them know, they would be okay with it. If you really thought that about everybody, the entire point is, why would you try to break up somebody's family like that? You wouldn't have sent that anyway, because you would assume that somebody's significant other would be okay with their views, especially when they have a public YouTube channel, a public Twitter account, a public fucking web page talking about this.
They use their face.
And he uses his face. So why would you go to his wife and say, "Oh, did you know your husband was out here doing these things?" Yes, bitch. I'm looking at it. I'm co-signing it.
Well, as someone who's actually spoken to Smash JT about it, we had him on Reality Based Extreme recently. We had a good talk about this situation. He was very annoyed by it, and he wasn't surprised when the same thing happened to her. In my view, ladies and gentlemen, I compare doxing to nuclear fucking warfare. If you're going to dox someone, bet your ass they're going to try and dox you, and it's like mutually assured destruction, and everyone's information is out there, and everyone's loyalists are after all the creators in question. You do not dox people, because if you dox someone, they will dox you.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm going to go ahead and agree with Ryan here. I understand what Savvy's saying.
No, what the fuck?
Wow.
Ebony,
there's no way. Hold on, we need to reset. We need a reset on this stream, bro. There ain't no fucking way. The Klansman and Usher agreed. There's just no way. There's no fucking way.
Not Usher.
All right, we're gonna bring them back. You guys, I need you guys to go back to regular scheduled programming here, please. Call each other racist.
Oh, I got a clip for that shit. Oh man.
And just
doxing is the nuclear warfare of content creation. Swatting is like the chemical fucking warfare.
No, I mean I agree. I understand that, what Savvy's saying, nobody should, just like you said, nuclear warfare, and nobody should be subject to nuclear warheads or whatever the case may be. But motherfucker, if you attack Pearl Harbor, you got something coming to you. And so the thing is, I'm a man. I'm sorry. I'm all for sexism. It is what it is. Life is sexist. So I'm a man. I'm barbaric by nature. Okay. So I think this is why men, especially in person, tend to have a little bit more. Huh? What did he say?
I didn't say it. Go. Come on.
I was trying to not say.
You said you were barbaric, and I said yeah, especially dark skinned men. But just go. Just come on. Just go.
The fact he had to repeat it.
Somebody called me ruthless in the chat with an RUF. Roof. Anyway,
wow. Hold on. Wait a minute. Before I finish, yo. Leon, is that the Weeknd sitting in the and on a shelf in your fucking in the background with the glasses on?
No, it's a critical drinker plushie.
Oh, motherfucker looks like the Weeknd.
I do like the Weeknd, though. I won't lie. I do like the Weeknd.
I'm like I said, I'm for me. To me, it's listen, I'm all about conversation first, but these people have made it evidently clear that they don't want to have a conversation. And so, back in the day, I always talk to y'all about feminine warfare. Traditional warfare is for men. Women were always viewed as the physically weaker sex, so they didn't fight war like we did. And so, how a lot of men would get over on other men in war was they would take tactics from women. You know what I'm saying? And so we're supposed to go to war. These people have adopted feminine warfare to to the T. Like, ain't no talking,
all
ain't
emotional.
no fighting it out. I'm gonna paint whatever narrative about you I possibly can. You saw what they did with the Sweet Baby Inc. situation. They refused to point out the fact that Chris Kendrick, like that's like a forgotten fucking relic in the damn wars. Like nobody mentions that. So when it comes to people, nobody
Chris Kendrick is the Franz Ferdinand of Gamergate 2.0.